We now close in on our heroes, or rather, two of our heroes, who have just left an important meeting with Danby himself, and then they do stuff.
Stuff!
Wait, I was involved in that?
No, but you're out there waiting, and then Snark
okay.
comes out.
I'm
roll
yeah,
to do
I'm
stuff.
at the ship somewhere.
Yeah, you're at the ship,
Maybe.
so we're not at that point just yet.
I do 18.
Alright, so Snarg does 18 points of damage to Danby.
Oh, cool.
You are now wanted criminals.
Wait, the chicken didn't see me.
Actually, there was one chicken over there.
Gotta kill the whole town.
Yep. Except for the kids, who just laugh at you.
They're soulless monsters. Okay. No, actually. We'll go out and meet up with Guido now that these shenanigans are over.
Profession.
Oh,
Congratulations, you're the champion.
well, thanks. Congrats. Well, what did you get?
What does second place get?
Hang on. I actually wrote that down, and I don't know
I think
where.
I got some money.
You did, and I thought I told you, but I might not have. It's not. I have lots of notes. What do you want from me? Wow. You got 100 gold
Okay.
for winning second.
I think I had to spend... No, I didn't. Okay.
And for anybody curious at home, Guido has started his commercial empire.
Oh, did you decide on a name?
Still working on a name. The...
He's actually in business now. He actively has a caravan doing transit, and he's working on spreading that and getting more goods, and they
he
don't have a
has
name yet.
Named it.
but
Who do you work for?
Guido-san.
This Lugian dude. That's all I know.
That's the
The,
company name, this Lugian dude. It's like two guys in a truck.
I like that.
The company logo is almost done, though. Siberi's been working on it, and
Oh,
it
cool.
looks amazing.
Awesome. I look forward to
We have
it.
we have a caravan and a logo.
But we don't have a name.
This sounds like every
we have
startup
a
ever.
website, though.
It does, actually. It's like, okay, well, we don't know what the game is called yet, but,
Although
But
it's
it
more like,
looks
we don't know what we're
amazing.
going to do, but we have this awesome logo.
yeah, look at it. We got some concept art going.
And Infinity Limited, that's our name. What do you do? I don't know. So popcorn.
We're still working on that one.
Okay.
So,
Well, I don't know about you, but oh, by the way, Danby is, because you weren't in there, Danby is really, really closed-lipped. Somebody's got him on the lockdown.
Okay.
He doesn't
kind of
want to.
expected.
Yeah. So, take it that what you will. Maybe we should go back and check on our compatriots, the show military, at the airship. Unless you have any further business in town. So I'm assuming the caravan stuff already took place.
Yes.
That was technically a few days ago, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, I say we go back and it's going to move on.
As you go
All
back,
right.
a messenger runs up. It says,
Hi.
Sir Guido of the... What's the name of your company again?
Oh, the company.
Oh, the...
It's
It's really hard to
yeah.
pronounce, sir. How do you do business with that?
We're working on simplifying that.
Come by
What's
goods.
Strategic Homeland.
Ah!
We're working
You
on
lose
shortening.
all your customers. Shoot, now I gotta remember what the message was saying. I had this all laid out.
You open
when I
up, it
was out.
says, "What is your company name?"
That's all he just says that. He's like, I was interested in investing, and what was the message?
It says, "Do you like me?" Yes, no.
No, it's one of those little what are the Chinese. What do they call them?
Oh yeah, the I don't know what they're calling that. What you're talking about?
Ice
Make them
no.
out of napkins at restaurants on your board.
Yeah. Okay, think Ars. What the heck? Or excuse me, Lorerunner. Whatever my name is. You know what? You go roleplay for a second while I figure out what the message says.
This guy is really taking a long time to read this message. I think they sent an illiterate messenger. I mean, can you
actually-
imagine such a thing?
He's a knoll, so it's
One of
it's
those music
understandable.
grams.
Oh, well, that makes more sense.
He's trying to find the little harmonica thing so he can get in tune.
Oh, so I guess we need to kind of like lay down a beat for him. All right.
No,
Now you've got to do the entire thing. As a
no,
rap.
damn it.
You're making it worse.
Yeah, my mind's like way over here now. Where'd it go? Okay. God dang it. I was thinking about this while I was out just today, taking care of Jaina. I know there was actually 2 messages. One was for three messages. One's for Guido, one's for Snarg, one's for Z. Ah, okay. So I remember the one. So there's a message for Z. It's sealed. It specifically is for Z, not Zerial, which should be significant to our viewers at home. The message for Snarg is also sealed, if you feel like, and the message for Guido is also sealed. And the messenger hangs around
one
politely,
messenger
hoping for a
all
tip.
3?
Yeah, he brings all 3.
Okay.
Okay.
These letters have
what's-
actually been
what's-
waiting for you for a little bit. He was waiting for you to get out of the arena. He
What's a
assumed
normal
Z
tip
would be with
for this area? It's like 10%.
you. Probably like 3 copper, to be honest.
Okay. Well, shoot, we'll give him 9 because that's 1 for each message, right?
Okay, 9 copper.
I don't even know how to notate that.
You don't.
Okay.
You give him 9 copper. He bows and runs off. And you can leave them sealed forever if you choose to.
Yep, we burn them.
Okay,
No.
there's a ticking sound in one of them.
No.
That must be Z's.
Yeah, that's the one for Z.
There's actually a running joke in our local group where every time somebody opens up a letter, it goes click and explodes. So nobody opens up letters anymore. 'cause
I
they
prefer
click.
the
Does it
Inspector
have
Gadget
runes
approach.
on the front?
The Guido one
These
looks
runes
very
say,
professional.
"No!"
Okay, I gotta explain that for our viewers at home. For those of you who don't play D&D, there's a spell called Magic Word, I think, or Magic. What's that? Oh, Explosive Runes. There's a spell called Explosive Runes, which when you read the runes, explode. So the runes don't necessarily have to be runes; they could be letters. So you can write, for example, "ha ha."
Yeah, it's a kill the wizard trap.
Yeah. You read. Oh, what's this say? Ha ha. Or if you've read Order of the Stick, what those runes almost always say is, "I prepared explosive runes this morning." Anyways,
Often it's in a language that you have to cast, read language on.
yeah,
So you're also burning another spell.
because screw you.
Yeah.
Anyways, so who wants to open their message first?
I was thinking, should we wait until we
Wait,
get back
I
to
have
the
a
airship?
message.
Yes, you're not there yet, though. Or they're
I
not
have
here
yours and mine.
Sure.
Yet. So Snarg opens his on the spot.
Oh, I was agreeing with Guido, but okay.
Oh, okay, never mind. Snarg puts his together very carefully and precisely. He's very good at this.
To make it look like he hasn't opened it yet.
Yes. Even though he shredded it open.
It's just, taped up with Scotch tape.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys are heading back to the ship?
Yes.
All right,
Yeah,
when you
let's
get
do
back
that.
to the ship, there's a lot of activity there. And you notice there's people going in and out, a few people carrying supplies in, that kind of a thing. All of them appear to be Moorsmen or Sclavi.
Again?
Yep.
Whatever.
They see you, and the 2 people keeping guard salute, and otherwise don't acknowledge you.
Are you supposed to salute if you're not part of the military?
Which side of me is third on? And
Oh, hang on, let me pull it up.
I'm gonna pull down my hand.
Should be this way. Yes.
if I look this way, is third?
Yes, that is third.
Okay. Okay. I don't remember hiring these guys.
I didn't hire them. I guess that leaves one possibility.
They
We
saw a
should
ship
probably
and were
find
like,
Z.
let's just go take it over. But they're being more professional about it than the random guys who were looting it.
I mean, these are the same guys that we saw when we left, so.
No,
Oh no, there's
Oh, no?
a lot
they're
more.
completely different.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, the guards are the same, but the various people loading and unloading and packing. There's a few people carrying duffel bags onto the ship, that kind of thing.
Oh, okay. Don't know. This is a new crew.
So I'm going to go up to one of the guards and ask, have you seen Lady of Night Whisper?
That's actually a good question. Have they?
Well, I'm assuming whenever the crew started arriving, I would have come out and been like, okay, who do I got?
Well, that's kind of why I'm asking. Yeah, I know you translated in, so
Yeah.
that's up to you.
Well, I also translated out from inside, so
That's also true.
it would have seemed really weird if I had just walked in from the outside.
Well, the lady has been in and out a couple of times over the last hour or so.
Oh, I've only been there an hour?
Actually, it's less than that, but yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so she's inside.
To my knowledge, sir.
Thank you.
I mean, she's not a desolate.
It's not like
or
she
anything.
could translate it
Yeah,
or something.
that's crazy. If we had a desolate amongst our ranks, I don't know what I'd do. The chaos, the whole directorate might fall to pieces.
Does he actually say that?
Does he really say directorate?
No.
Okay. Just checking. Because they kind of blew up my home city.
They didn't mean to.
Well, I'm assuming she's going to be in her quarters, so let's go see if we can find her.
All
I
right.
don't have quarters aboard this ship. There's just a...
She's at the galley sipping tea. GM Fiat.
Very well.
That sounds about accurate.
You need to
Is
roll
there
play
anyone
sipping-
else in the...
The place
in the
is
galley?
so filled at this point. Okay. Guido, I don't know if you've ever been on like a PT boat or a destroyer.
No.
But okay. They're small, and as long as it's in any level of like use, there's no such thing as room to yourself.
Right.
So no matter what hallway you're in or what room you're in, there are people there.
Okay.
But I don't mention that to be like they're watching you. I'm just trying to get across the point that this place now has a full crew going about the business of trying to get the ship ready for launch. Apparently, it's taken a lot of damage recently, which they're trying to work on right now.
Oh. Wonder how that happened.
Mm.
Okay. Well, I was just
Wouldn't
trying
have
to
had
determine...
anything to do with ramming headfirst into another airship.
Hence why we're getting a new crew.
I was basically just trying to determine how professional or friendly, the situation would dictate. So I wouldn't just walk in and say Z. I'm trying to get more into the actual, propriety of the... Yeah, anyway.
And more of the actual role playing, maybe.
Words, formality, whatever. Zerial, I have something for you.
Did you win?
Yeah.
Snarg did.
Well, you came in second, so we basically did.
Wait.
But second place is first loser. That
You
doesn't...
fought each other?
Yeah?
You were supposed to participate in the team matches.
It was 3.
Yeah, they needed 3 for the team.
It worked
Hey,
out
it's-
better this way.
Okay, so what do you have for me?
I hand her the letter.
Small piece of parchment, completely nondescript. It literally just has a Z on the front of it.
The letter Z.
The letter Z.
Okay. Well,
As
I
I
guess
hand it to
I'm
you,
going
I
to
will-
roll spellcraft on it.
It is incredibly magical, which you don't even need to give me the roll for. You
I
need to
tell-
give me the roll for the rest.
Well, hold on a second. I have to find...
And as I hand it to you, I'm going to say, we each got one.
Well, let me see your guys's. You
The
haven't
one to
opened
her
it yet,
is...
have you?
All 3 of these are actually completely different style from each other, by the way. The one to her I already described. The one to Guido looks very formal, very official.
You already described... Oh,
script,
okay.
The one...
It just told me it had my name on it.
The one to Snarg...
I'm assuming you need 3 separate rolls
That's
for
right.
this?
The one to Snarg, yes. The one to Snarg is like...
You need 3 separate rolls?
Yes, I said yes. The one to Snarg is like something Snarg would write without the quill.
Okay, well, mine is a
It's just insulting.
19, which... Sorry, I'm still working on getting my sheet open. a 19, and I'm doing a spellcraft check, which makes that a 42.
There is a spell on this that will cause it to cast a level 10 flare if anyone opens it other than you.
Oh, I'm glad you guys didn't open mine. Okay, let's take a look at yours, Snarg.
It's not magical.
Yours has... it's completely mundane. Here you go, Snarg.
Hey.
Guido!
Not magical.
Here you go, Guido.
Very well.
I'm gonna go sit back down at the table with my tea and open the letter.
All right. No, we'll do Z's letter first, and she just opened it. Basically, Zerial receives a letter addressed to Z, which I already mentioned it to my viewers, but I'm mentioning it to my sister because she wasn't at the mic at the time. Which says, I'm not sure what your interests are in this area, but we should coordinate if you're going to be expanding.
Does it have a who?
No.
We should coordinate if I'm going to be expanding. Well, I fully plan on expanding, so...
It specifically references Danby's Arena.
I'm expanding into Danby's... Huh. Okay!
Who wants to open theirs next?
I'll do it. Yay!
Roll reflex to dodge the explosion out of your hands. No,
All right.
It is a poorly scrawled letter, that looks like it was penned by someone kind of blah. It's basically, I'm interested in trying to sign up. Maybe I noticed your sign, very clever, not asking specifically for, mercenaries, since that's forbidden in the city. But I was hoping that you were actually hiring some mercenaries based on the tone of what you were talking about. And if you are, feel free to, meet me at Lane.
Oh, that's a town that Guido's company is named after.
Sometime today. I'll be there all day May 1st, which is the date it is today.
Okay.
And Guido's like, I'm not opening mine. Heck with this.
These explosions.
Well, you can just eat yours.
Oh, no. What I'm going to do is walk over behind Snarg and open it right behind his back.
Okay. Snarg, you need to roll reflex at a disadvantage now.
All right. Here we go.
As the explosion is expanding outward.
22.
Nope. Alright, Snarg's dead.
All right. Chandelier
Ship
bonus.
explodes, we're all dead, we roll new characters.
Yes. Guido, yours is, like I said, very formal, very official. It's actually a correspondence from the gentleman you bought that caravan from.
Okay.
And it's a few little tidbits of business. Here's the official receipt. I know you already have one, but I wanted to send another one just in case. Blah, blah, blah. Here's the contract detailing that these people have been working for you now. Here's a copy of their contracts, and there's a few parchments stuffed in there in that form.
Okay.
And there's a final note saying, I was asked to give this to you. And the final note is this one little scrawl of parchment, which again looks very official. It's actually typefaced, so no handwriting. And it says, let's see what it exactly says. If you're interested in continuing to expand in a mercantile fashion, I think we can help each other. If you want to coordinate with me, I am available at ... address in the city of... Where is it? Alferin.
So he got... Did mine... Am I the only one that didn't have anything that said where to meet them?
Yes. And Guido's actually has a name attached too, but I gotta look that one up. So give me just a moment. It's okay, I have a thing just for names now. It's probably not on it, though, knowing me. What do you want to bet? Here we go. would be after. No, yeah, it would be after this. I think. Yep, here we go. Toloth of Thunderlord, an orc.
Toloth of Thunder what?
Thunderlord.
Thank you.
And that's
Anyone recognize this name?
No.
it. Z wasn't there, but Snarg and Guido have been to Alfarin. That's where you fought a water golem.
Oh,
So you may roll int
Oh,
to see if you recognize
that is-
the name. It's unlikely you do, so this is a pretty high DC.
Can I roll int to see if I have acquired some of Kezran's memories?
Sure.
17.
No.
Mine's a 12.
No.
I got no idea.
It's all on you, Guido.
And what is this again?
Int. Memory check.
Um,
Do you remember your own name?
yes.
Okay.
Maybe.
No,
Is it
no,
Bob?
my own. Straight
Name a
in,
company after
so
it.
14.
No. So none of you remember the name. Sorry. It was only referenced vaguely back in that adventure, but which is why it was a pretty high DC. Because you never interacted with the gentleman. Because you guys were like, screw this, we're joining the order.
So,
And that's how you met Z.
Yeah.
Okay.
so mine's a guy interested in joining up, and you said it was in town of. So I don't know where that is.
It's the street of...
Oh, street.
it's
Okay.
here in the city that you're in.
Oh, and I got to meet up with him today.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have any business in the city right now?
Mm,
Or the
I
outpost?
do.
You do?
Perfect.
You crazy person.
Where at?
I don't know.
Well, where is it?
Oh,
I don't know.
Well, what is the business?
Meeting somebody.
I don't know who you're meeting, so I don't know where it is.
Well, I was assuming I could go in and catch some leads.
Oh, yeah. Well, then, yeah. You can go GI.
Yeah, that's. I'm trying to figure out who sent me the damn letter. I figure showing an interest in who sent me the damn letter will probably be enough to catch their interest and bring them to me.
Very likely.
Guido? Did you get
Yeah.
something from someone in town too?
not in town.
Oh. Where at?
Alpha Inn,
Really?
Oh. 500 miles north.
Yeah, it's that way.
Yeah, I mean, this is it's kind of on the way. Kind of, maybe. I could pull the map here.
We could probably drop you off on our way to the fridge.
The fridge.
The ridge.
I like the fridge better. We should start calling it that after the shield thing. Any of you guys
Or
watch Agents of
if you
Shield?
wanted to come
Oh, yeah.
along, Guido, I could probably get you there quicker than that. If you're in a
Been to
hurry.
Alpha Inn?
Has Z ever been to Alpharin?
Probably.
I don't know. Debate.
Well, now here's a question.
Well, I have been to. Hold on. I need a map.
I'm going to say yes, just because it's on the Gold Road and for no other reason.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Okay. I was going to say it's fairly close to the Spatial Temple, which I know Z has been to.
No, she hasn't.
Yeah, she is not.
I've not
Oh.
been there. I went straight to town because I didn't know when you guys were going to be there and stood there for 4 days while you guys took a detour.
I have no idea
And
what
that's
you're
how
talking
Z's
about.
going to phrase that too.
I have no idea what you're talking about. There was no delay ever.
Nope.
That's never happened.
This group does not know the meaning of the word delay.
Mm-mm.
You mean that?
Could
group.
be why there have been some long periods of time between doing things.
Ah. I don't think these guys are talking about. So
Anyway, go ahead and do your stuff in town, and I'll stand by on the ship.
Oh, the crew's more than capable of taking care of the ship.
True.
I don't know. I think you should come with. I mean, who knows? You may meet some new and interesting people. I mean, look.
I want to join. Okay, have you seen 400 or 300, Snark?
Yeah.
The complete cripple
Yeah,
guy?
you're talking about the deformed guy.
Yeah. I want to join. You're my sit camp. I have a good spear arm.
Do you know of any back route passages?
Yes.
All right.
Kill him. Meet new and interesting people and kill them all.
Yes.
Isn't that like the tagline for joining the mercenaries? Like any mercenary group?
Kind of. I promise we're not murder hobos. All right.
Ice cream truck, Jesus. I'm sorry, I'm hearing that annoying music thing in the background. I'm like, what is that?
I hate that song too.
Yes.
So now Snark suddenly dies, explodingly.
His envelope starts ticking.
Yeah, as he's like, well, I guess I could go into town.
Falls down. The corpse keeps exploding. You just lay on the ground. The corpse continuously explodes. It's like an emitter that just didn't get deactivated.
Were you playing Diablo 2 when that was a bug? It was only for like a beta patch of when they got that ability explode corpse, and it would never stop exploding. It would just, and so you just stand there on it as everything is coming after you.
No, I played Diablo after they were done doing most of their stuff. So
You missed out, man. Okay, so you go into town.
all right.
You go to the street in question. You notice a rather nice-looking tap cafe, I guess.
Hmm.
And there's someone over there, and they wave you like, "Hey!" It's a lycanthrope.
Who is it? Okay.
It is a fox lycanthrope.
No, no, please don't tell me.
It's not him. It's not him. It's just, I was just thinking of types of lycanthropes off the top of my head.
I was like, hi.
So you're of Wildpaw, right?
That's true.
Excellent. And you're the guy who's hiring for people to do stuff.
Right.
Right.
May I get your name?
My name's Bob, because I didn't come up with a name in advance. Give me a second.
Well, which house are you under?
Hang on just a second. My name's Wasp Hunter.
Wasp Hunter. What race is this guy?
Lycanthrope.
Is that an actual clan name?
No, that's his
Like-
name.
What's his clan name?
Well, he's a lycanthrope.
Oh. What's his house
With the
name?
house, yeah.
Hang on, I gotta look up house name. It's not one you've heard before. So you have to give me a minute.
I have to figure out which one of these you haven't heard before.
Yeah, exactly. I know you've heard Vesmora, I know you've heard Airfall, I know you've heard Rytheron. I think that's actually it. So, we will go with Asmalum. House Asmalum.
Smallham, huh? Did they have you out here on some sort of assignment or something?
No, I'm just in between assignments right now.
Oh,
And I really like the games, and you may have seen me. I was in the gold matches.
did I see him?
I don't remember how much of the gold matches you saw, but he was in there, and he did make it to the third from the last fight.
Okay. Well, I did see you in the gold matches, actually. It was very
Oh.
impressive.
Oh, thank you. It's high praise coming from a platinum leader like you.
What kind of abilities did he showcase in the arena?
You should ask him that.
Well,
in
it's not like
character.
we can really hire him.
I saw you in the, in the arena. Yeah, what spec are you? What class are you?
What were you doing out there? It looked like a lot of weird movement and noise. Why don't you just tell me? So.
Yeah, we just need a healer. I mean, that's the only thing we need for a group. Sorry. And all loot is reserved,
No.
especially the mount.
And will kill you if you attempt to leave.
He is. Hang on. Give me just a second. You have that. You have that. So you're missing that and that. He is a ranger.
Oh. Okay. You actually would. It's funny enough. He's the first person that actually has the whole survival thing going in the group, I believe. No. Snark actually like really perks up when he remembers him. He's like, "Oh yeah, we're actually looking for people just like you."
Really?
Now I've seen your combat abilities. Can you tell me more about what you do outside of the arena?
Well, the Asmalims, they usually have me go and do tracking or
So he actually pulls it aside and he points at some random guy. He goes, "Tell me what you notice about that guy."
Well, first of all, that guy actually came from a sea vessel somewhat recently, probably today. You can actually still smell the brine on him, and he obviously hasn't cleaned his clothes or taken a shower since then. However, the thing that's weird about him is, at first you'd think, well, he's from a merchant vessel because you can smell the spice on him, but actually that spice is something he put on himself in order to try and disguise his own stink, because, again, he hasn't showered. Probably didn't shower on the ship vessel as well. I'm not sure why he was in such a hurry to get here, but based on the fact that he was not on a trade vessel and was in such a hurry to get here, I'm going to guess he's actually here on some kind of business and is trying to impress someone locally. Now, the fact that he has the spices on him means it's very indicative of the fact that, and I could keep going.
Yeah. I actually try to correlate and see if I come up with the same conclusions from this guy.
Well, roll it.
I'm assuming just a survival or a perception.
Survival and awareness.
All right. I'll do survival first. Got a 25 in survival, unless he's a magical beast. By the way, are you specialized against magical beast?
No.
Okay. And a 25 in awareness.
You don't roll as well as he did, but you do get some of the same things. Like, you can tell the spice, and you can tell the brine, and you can tell that his demeanor is very professional.
Okay, so once you point it out, I'm like, oh, okay, but he was on the right track.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, very impressive. Okay. I do think we have...
By the way, I saw your guys' fight. You two, I didn't even know you two were together. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Your fight with that Burun was amazing, sir.
He's pointing at me, I'm
That
assuming.
was-
Yeah.
He's the one with the like sword blades or whatever it was.
Yeah, the
Look,
armor.
he's actually blind. Oh, no.
He's a blind ranger.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
You automatically
Okay.
fail every attack.
Well, he could pick up all the blind fighting feats. Okay. Well, that is very impressive. I mean, from what you have told me so far, I think you would be a perfect fit into one of our fire teams.
Oh, excellent. I didn't know you were that organized.
I do have to ask, though, how long are you off assignment for your house?
Oh, I mean, like, every now and again I'd have to go do stuff. I obviously can't tell when. It's kind of intermittent. But I'd give you warning, obviously. This is more something I want to do not only on my side time to keep myself honed, because, I want to be at the peak of my game, but also I can use some spending money, and I'm hoping you guys, pay.
We do. I mean, we know we
excellent.
can pay. We won the tournament.
That's true.
So, okay.
You even took down the champion. That was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I'm surprised, because you nearly died, like, twice.
Yeah.
Sorry, I like how you said, yeah.
Hey, that was a hard fight, man. Which I didn't think you'd live through.
Well, we do have an airship waiting outside the town.
You have an airship? He starts wagging like crazy.
That's kind of creepy. Don't do that, please.
I can't control it. I'm a fox. What do you want from me?
Have you brought
least
the guy
in-
back to the airship?
No, he just heard about the airship. He's about to be brought back to the airship.
At least Nard didn't
Am I
say
there, by
one
the
of
way,
our
or have I
airships
gone off
are
to
at
do
the
my own
dock.
thing yet?
That's up to you. You did not
Am
tell
I
me.
there, by the way, Snarg, or have I gone off to do my own thing yet?
Someone decide.
Here. Even you're there. You are there.
Okay, the whole time I'm there, I've got my arms crossed over my chest, and I'm just sitting there tapping my toe and looking at you.
Is there something you want to add?
No offense, Mr. Lycanthrope. You do realize that it is very likely that he is lying to you through his teeth about the fact that he just so happens to be in between assignments. Don't you think it's just a little bit convenient for a lycanthrope of some house that neither of us have ever heard of to approach you after the incident that we had back in, what was that town? The capital of Al Shalima?
All our costs. Oh, no, wait, which incident?
The lycanthrope incident where Lady What's-Her-Name came to visit Snarg in his head.
That was in all our costs.
Since the incident that we had and all our costs with you on the ship.
He's picking his teeth, by the way. Trying to figure out where the lies are.
Stark just looks back and forth, back and forth.
Like,
Are you lying?
He can't tell you if he's lying or not. That's what being a lycanthrope is. If his master tells him to lie, he will lie and have no choice about it. And he will lie to you about lying to you because he has no choice about it.
I don't think I'm lying.
Wait.
He checks his teeth some more. Hang on.
Are you not lying?
I don't think I'm not lying. Hang on. Am I not lying or am I not lying?
Wait, are you not lying?
Are you not lying to me?
So is he
This is
lying?
I can't. Well, actually, I might be able to tell. I don't remember if I can tell if they're lying when they've been told to lie.
You can roll.
I rolled a 5. But it's okay because my deception skill is a 23, which means that's a 28.
Near as you can tell, he is being completely honest.
Well, as near as I can tell, he is being completely honest, but I know Ricard lied to me.
And that
And I
means
could never
all
tell.
lycanthropes ever are liars.
And
How about
Tavern
this?
lied to me too.
How about this? We'll do a trial run. And if
And if he betrays us and kills us all, you were right.
exactly. Hang on, I'm getting a call from somebody about the situation. Hang on.
Okay.
Is he lying? Oh, that was the Skype one. It's going to call in just a second. All right, we'll put on the trial run, and there we go.
What?
Hey, is he lying? Hey, is he lying? I need to know.
Who the hell are you talking to?
Yeah, I need to know if he's lying. Okay.
What's the answer?
The phone reception wasn't working very well. You couldn't hear anything I was saying.
Oh.
All right, so do a trial run, and we'll just see where it goes from there. We can keep an eye on him. Is that okay?
He's still very excited about the idea of going on an airship.
He wants to stick his head out the window.
Oop, sorry. I'll be more professional from now on, sir.
Yeah, sure, whatever. What house did you say you were from?
Where's the list? Where's the list? Asmolum. ASMOLUM.
Okay.
Okay. I'll tell you what, I'm sure you've got some stuff that you got to get. So you'll grab up your stuff and meet us at blah 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 wherever. It's located at.
Oh, I
Later
know where the
today.
airship docks are. Don't worry, I'll find them.
All right.
I'm
Good.
really looking forward to seeing it. And he runs off towards the airship docks.
Well, hang on. We're
What?
not actually at the airship dock, so we.
No, you're not.
Hang on.
What?
Go to XYZ location.
Okay.
We're not parked at the docks.
Okay.
All right. We'll see you later.
He brushes off. Very excited to see the airship.
This is a chance to keep an eye on what the people are doing over there. Maybe we can pick his brains for some stuff.
Literally, if need be.
And who knows? Maybe he just, legitimately is in between stuff. I mean, I'd not heard of this house before, but I mean, that doesn't mean we should just, assume that they're up to no good. If he's from some of the other houses, we maybe have a little bit of a worry, but I don't know.
There's
think we'll
always
be okay.
something to worry about when you're dealing with the lycanthrope or the Daracost, but your decision is your decision. If it stabs you in the back, that's your problem, and I walk away.
I think it's a he.
Wait, what?
She
check?
said if it
Lycanthropes
stands...
don't have genders.
They have genders the same way Ulthoi do.
Yeah, they only have genders the way Ulthoi do. So until he proclaims that he is a he, then until that point, I consider him an it.
Well, he is a he for reference. For future reference. Real quick, I'm going to interrupt the game, okay?
Okay.
But I'm going to keep recording for amusement factor. Higaide just cast Exit. Where is he going to end up?
I don't know. Where
Is there
he?
any place that's safe for him?
Well, I came up with 2 spots personally, and I thought I'd consult you guys just because I thought it would be funny.
Okay.
Now, the place he's going to has to be safe for him and Sereth.
He has. Oh, so he actually got Sereth?
Well, he died in the process, but I'm kidding. He didn't die. He went to downed. He took 80-something damage. He has 68 health. While
What's the
casting Exit.
situation on Visay and Lascelles?
Currently massively occupied and being turned into a supply depot for the big army of doom.
That's clearly not safe.
Yeah.
It's Higaide. You should totally send him to Central. He hates Ulthoi. But he would be safe.
That is one of my 2 ideas that I've already had. I'm hesitant to do that because not only is it kind of mean, but
It would be funny, though.
it would also remove some of the drama of the situation because he would immediately be taken care of
Yes.
because the Ulthoi.
Yes.
The other option I had is just plopping him somewhere in the Vale, which is a dice roll if anybody even sees him because the Vale's huge. And then seeing if anybody is willing to treat him, which is the other dice roll, because he's just another human to most of the people in there. He hasn't been exactly active in the exchange. And I don't have any third ideas because he has, like, no place that's safe for him and Sereth.
Yeah.
Sereth is at 1 HP, by the way. And bloodied and bruised and broken. Can't use his left arm. He has a lot of major injuries.
What happened to him?
Well, Sereth was kidnapped. And beat.
And then for some reason, the party, rather than going to save Sereth, decided, let's just sit on our ass for about a week. It has actually been about 8 days since he's been kidnapped. Any other ideas?
Does it have to be somewhere that he is aware of?
No.
Or... Okay.
Exit can send you someplace completely alien to you, as long as it is safe. And there's no technically
No,
in the
you
safe
could do?
role. It has to actually be safe.
Drop him somewhere that's literally in the middle of nowhere.
I thought about
No
that
people.
too.
No nothing. It would be safe for both of them.
I thought about that, although that would almost
you just-
guarantee his death.
Can you just pop to a temple or something? Wouldn't that be the default?
You can't actually exit to temples.
Yeah.
The
You're right, they would be safe, but
Yeah. The original reason I answered that rule is otherwise exit would always lead to the temples. Because, I mean, duh, right? But admittedly, it also makes sense in lore because the temples are on a ley line, and exit just doesn't work right with that much magical power thundering through it. The other idea I had, and Sis, you might find this amusing, is to drop him on the Spurka. Because it would also make your scene make a little more sense in its own way.
like my scene. What do you mean?
Stop dropping people on our ship.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you should totally do that.
What do you guys think? Quick decision. The Spurka, Central, or the Vale, I think, are only real options. I could also roll for it.
Roll.
I don't have a
Roll.
D6 on me. Oh, I do. Because the little one has absconded with all of my dice except for the D20.
Nope.
I was thinking we
I
Zhu.
have one of your d20s.
Oh, okay. Weishu is not safe.
Oh, okay.
Hey, it's a human. Yeah. But it was a 6, which means he's going to end up on the Spurka. So, lol. Okay, so back to our regularly scheduled program. Hey, Gaide, in a few months you will understand all things.
He's gonna be looking at this, and his character is dead.
Yeah, he's re-rolled already. So the lycanthrope has run off,
Okay.
and Zerial has business.
Yes.
So she goes to
Zerial.
do the business. She goes around and rolls gather information to get people's attention.
And did you want either of us to accompany you, or
No,
did you
I
want
just walked off by myself.
Okay.
All right.
I rolled a 27 for my GI.
Okay. You're wandering around. You roll awareness. You roll like Guido.
Yeah, pretty much.
Did you
That
pull
makes
a
that a
Guido?
24.
Oh, God.
For
So,
reference, I have a 21 in awareness.
so after about an hour of GIing and talking around, you're like, wow, nobody's come to see me. How weird. Oh, well, I guess I'll just go back to the ship because my GM is forcing me to.
Do.
And you head back to the ship, and as you're getting in, your robes or whatever you're wearing crinkles, and you realize there's a note in your pocket that you completely missed.
Pull my note out.
It says, I'm going to assume that based on your activities, you're interested. Ergo, we need to meet. We need to meet again. So, if yes...
Go back to town.
Well, I was going to say, if yes, just nod, and I'll take that as a yes. As you're walking down the street. Like, making the clear point of the fact that this note was probably... You were probably supposed to respond to this when it was put in your... Yeah.
Go back to town.
Roll another awareness.
That's much better. That's a 32.
Okay, so you're going along, and you don't notice anybody putting it in, but you realize there's an extra weight in your pocket. You pull out the note, and it says, "Where the hell you been?"
Just in the middle of the street. I'm like,
But there is a brief immediately after the or no, it's actually gonna say what took you so long. But after the brief note, there's going to be a address, which is actually just down the street from where you are right now, and it leads you to a tap cafe, which looks very familiar actually.
huh?
It's the one you just left.
Oh. So I mosey up to the bar and sit down and order a drink.
The barkeep says, "You know, it's really great weather outside. You should go hang out outside at one of the things because it's a tap cafe. It's all outside. There's nothing inside, man. There's no bar here. You just wander up to one of the waiters and just try to like." You know,
Sorry, completely missed what you'd said earlier. So I'm going to go wander and sit down at one of the patio tables.
okay, there we go. Oh my god, the bow dropped, but for the wrong character. So you go out and sit, and after a few minutes, a nondescript, and I mean completely ordinary-looking elf sits down with you and says, "Hey, ma'am.
Hello.
Wonderful day we're having,
I
isn't
have
it?"
any idea who this is.
No.
Okay.
Like, wonderful day we're having, isn't it?
Oh, it's gorgeous. The weather's perfect. It's what, about 85 or so? It's
Nah, I
nice.
think it's closer to 60, because that's actually good weather.
No, that's far too cold.
It's actually 50, I think. It's getting colder by the minute.
Oh, really? I have a high metabolism. My body heats just through the roof. It really feels like it's still 80 out.
Oh, that must be wonderful, especially when you're in the desert.
It's like 80 all the time for me.
Well, I mean, if that's good for you, hey, whatever works.
Well, you get some magical stuff going on to your cloak, and
Anyways, I assume you know why I'm here. My master sent me to just go ahead and have a brief conversation with you to try and coordinate a few things. He's concerned because you've never taken an interest in the political field before.
well, I never had a reason to before.
What's your reason now?
I'm tired of idiots.
That's an interesting reason.
Do I really need another?
Yeah, most people get into politics for reasons that are not that.
Oh, so you want me to say that I'm doing this because I want to make the world a better place?
No, most people get into politics for power.
Well, no. I'm getting into my particular business to get the power to.
So you
Get
are
rid of
interested in
idiots.
power.
I'm only interested in power for what it can do for me.
So your
If I
goal...
was capable of getting rid of all of the idiots with my own power, I'd use that instead, because political power is a pain in the butt.
So you want to go around and kill all the idiots.
I don't really want to kill them, I just want to get them out of power.
Right. Well, that's... Well... You sure, sir? Okay. Whatever. He says he's still interested. I have no idea why. You sound like a maniac to me. But it's not my call. So, whatever.
You've caught me on a bad day, I just had to deal with the lycanthrope.
I'm so sorry. You're about to
Yes.
deal with a lot more, by the way.
I
So, let's go ahead and talk business. What he wants from you, first of all, you seem to no longer have your tattoo. Is that a problem?
hasn't been thus far. I mean, there was that incident at the temple, but no clue what caused that.
Okay, if it's not an issue for you, that's fine. What's your battle plan, so to speak?
In reference to getting rid of the idiots?
What are you doing next?
Well, to be wholly honest, I've got some people looking into the situation. I need more information before I can actually start moving. So that's priority numero uno. I've got some other mechanisms going on between the Osteth and some of the states of Neveri, and
Which
I'm
states?
hopeful. Well, currently Aljalim is the only one that's really behind it. We're still in negotiations.
Okay.
And I've been advised that rather than simply wiping out the three that I'm aware of groups that are currently causing the idiocy going on all over the planet, or rather the continent, it'd be best to infiltrate one of them, and I'm looking more into the Solo Lord on the northern end. He, well, I don't know him personally, but the public seems to like him, so that's always a good sign. But the public is known to be stupid, so it might not be. But for now, I know they're better than those pretentious rich guys and the military.
Gotcha. Now, what about your two companions? Are they in on this?
As little as possible.
So you don't trust them?
Well, the furry one has decided to make friends with the lycanthrope and the Daracost, and I, for obvious reasons, can't trust them, which means currently he's not exactly my most trustworthy companion. The Lugian, he's a little dense sometimes.
Wait, Guido, you're actually standing 3 feet from her while this conversation is happening.
Hold on. I'm going to roll awareness at disadvantage.
At disadvantage.
So that's a 25.
Come on.
Oh, there we go. 12.
So you're just like, no.
There's a fly buzzing around. You're like,
Where the heck is Zerial, anyways? God.
Could have swore I ordered some coffee. Is there no service in this place?
Seriously. There's a cold coffee sitting right in front of you. Sorry. Go on.
he seems to have good intentions, but
You sure he's not hideously evil? I mean, he did knock out a guy's ribcage.
he did, and I was very upset with him for that. I am very upset with him for that, but
This is
he's
the
not
ribcage you're
unredeemable,
looking
I
for.
don't think.
Okay, whatever. That's your call, not ours. We can put him down if we need to, but, whatever.
I don't think it's necessary to put either of them down as of yet. Out of character for a second. Have we had the talk about? No, we were going to do that today about the Daracost and the conversation where we come back to a consensus that's going to hold the party together.
Mhm.
Have we had that talk yet, or were we
No.
going to do that today?
I think that we were leading up to that when the threads were bound back together, which is today.
Okay, that's what I thought. So yeah, so she's basically going to say, Snarg of Wildpaw is, well, I'm finding it difficult to trust him at the moment. He's that idiocy, but Guido's just a bit dense. So I don't really see any reason to.
And the guy pats Guido on the back condescendingly, but Guido doesn't notice. It's a birth defect. So, all right. I guess we can go ahead and move forward with that. What do you need right now?
I don't know.
Well, you need to figure it out, ma'am.
That was out of character. I'm just sitting here going, what do I need? What do I...
Well,
Beginning-
so Zerial says, I need blah, 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 and the guy says, all right. We
Well,
provide
I
blah,
know
blah,
I
blah,
need
blah, blah.
like some more agents to get information, and I need to get some envoys going to bring together the other states that we're interested in Devere and look into the show situation.
Well, we're not going to
Get
give
in
you
with-
our agents. However, if you want to start, you want to get some advice on the matter, we can give you some advice on how to get your own agents, so that can be done. We can give you some money. Money's easy. We can
Money's
give you
always
some
helpful.
contacts, because we've got all of those. I mean, we did a great job around here, didn't we?
Yeah,
Well, it took
I didn't even notice whoever it was that you hired to slip that note in my pocket.
I meant more building the city, but we'll go with that too. And yeah, in exchange, we just want all the information you gather. Deal?
That's all
Non-negotiable.
you're... You could let me talk.
No, I can't. It's in my contract, ma'am. Sorry. I don't like being this rude, but they make me. They make me. Oh, they beat me when I let the people talk. It's so horrible, man.
You seem to already have all of the information that I have, but I'm willing to share.
Well, you're also the kind of person who goes off continent.
Good. Yeah, I guess I am.
So, deal? Yes or no?
Deal.
Okay. Shake hands.
Who am I sharing information with?
He'll be visiting you on your ship soon. Have a good day, ma'am. He leaves. And as he's leaving, he picks up Guido's coffee and hands it to him.
And Guido's
Oh,
like,
finally!"
finally! Jinx.
I'll try and tip him as he goes.
Oh, thank you. Kind service. You want a second one, sir?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so he goes over.
Now roll awareness to see if you notice that it's cold now.
No, he goes over, orders another one, comes back, and this one's hot. So here you go, sir. Sorry about the delay. Then he leaves.
And I'm just sitting right behind him, turned around, laughing.
Which you don't hear. So you all go back to the ship. There's a lycanthrope outside who has not entered because
They won't let him.
They won't let him. And he's just like, this is so cool looking. This is a B-27 GX7 model. Show military grade. Made in,
Bit of a
made in
airship
Baishi,
buff.
looks like. Yeah, I love airships. I've got like 30 ranks in knowledge engineering airship specific. This is great.
But you've never been on an airship.
No, I've never had a mission to go on one yet. But I do now! This is great! Can I go on? Can I go on, please? Please, please, please. I really want to go on. I really want to go on.
Sure. We'll be meaning to back up with the bigger ship later
And he's
on.
in.
Don't touch anything.
He's sniffing everything, actually.
That's fine.
But he's making sure that his
And
nose never
this is
touches it.
fine,
Yeah,
and
he's
this
like-
is- sorry.
So, you're back in your ship. Your ship is ready to go. If you would like to leave. Oh, actually, one thing. The captain of the ship, whose name does not matter, comes by and says, "Who's the master of the ship?"
I'm just pointing at Zerial.
Oh, okay, I couldn't see her.
I raised my hand.
Ah, yes, Missive Night Whisperer. Yes. We have two things to run by you. We're running show colors, obviously. However, the old registry listed this as the Blood Falcon. However, that was scrawled over the previous registry, which we can't even recover. So we need a new name for the ship because the Blood Falcon is a pirate name,
I already gave you the name
and it
I was
is.
going to use for it. I don't remember. But we had this conversation last time.
Well, I have no memory of that, nor do I have any notes on it.
It should be in the video because I think we did it live on when I got the ship.
Just, I have no memory of that at all. So I'm going to assume it's not, especially since I'm not sure which episode that would be. So just come up with a new name. Come up with a new name. Is that Buru?
Until we think of something.
God, you guys are terrible. You have a ship. Name it. Ships are awesome.
I already named it.
Yes, man, you forgot, so you've lost the right to name the ship.
Lygathus.
What was it?
No.
The Thrall. No, the Sylvanas. There we go. What am I doing? I know what I'm doing.
The lady's treasure.
So we've got the Maiden's Deceit and the Lady's Treasure.
I'm cool with that.
All right.
So there we go.
Lady's Treasure, you got it. We'll have that scrawled in pretty quick. We'll be ready to take off in mere minutes.
Excellent. You know where we're headed?
Nope. Course and heading.
Fox Ridge. Here's the coordinates.
Excellent. Oh, head to cap, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can queue for 5 raids at a time. It actually gives you a message. At
Oh,
that point. You are queued for too many instances. We want to go straight there, or do you want to make
no,
a side trip first?
We will be taking a slight detour to insert Guido Town here to
Alpha
drop
in.
off Guido-san.
Very well. No. So, that ship, it's going to take it a while to get there. We're going to say about 12 hours to get to Alpha. Would you like to do anything for 12 hours?
Rest.
Because Guido and Snarg haven't rested.
Take a rest. Or what is it? Shoot, I haven't played the Oblivion matches in forever. Challenger from the blue team, go and rest. You've earned it.
Am I tired?
Yes, a little
Okay.
bit. Only a little bit. Much less than you should be.
Well, but I still need to recover mana, so.
True enough. So those two go to sleep. Zariel, you go to your room, and there's a goblin in your room.
Traps stop working again.
And he's sitting there. He looks extremely formal. He has a nice outfit on, pressed, clean.
Excuse me for a second. Change clothes. I'm back in.
He is still sitting there patiently, his hands folded. It has been a while, see.
I go by Zariel now.
You've gone back to your name.
Well, yeah, some things happened.
Like what?
Oh, giant bolts of death flame.
Death flame. What kind of death flame?
It hit for over 400
So we're talking like airship grade weaponry. Interesting.
from a person.
From a person, yeah. Sounds like something a scion would do.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, so you were killed by a scion. Interesting. You're still here, though. Well, I've always suspected ever since, well, you know, your grandmother. So...
My grandmother? Never known my grandmother.
No, but I have. She's a nice woman.
She's alive?
Of course. Why wouldn't you be?
Can I meet her?
Probably not.
Oh.
She's pretty busy. She works for the Order now.
Well, hopefully that does her better good than it did me.
I told you, through agents, when you decided to go ahead and start working for the Order, that it was a risky business.
You told me to go work for the Order.
No, one of my agents
Yes.
told you to work for the Order. I didn't tell you that.
Okay, well, they
That
told
agent
me to
has
go
been
work.
punished as a result of that. Of course, that was like 10 years ago, but still. Good memory. You do too. What were you wearing the day that you did this thing 32 years ago?
I was wearing da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
See? It's nice, isn't it?
I'm only 32 years old, by the way.
Whatever, 30 years ago. Look, I'm going to cut straight to the point. As much as it's nice to see you again, I have a lot of things to work on right now, especially since Parkat has been doing his thing again. Good job on irritating him, by the way. So, I want
Are you talking about the Diamond Golem?
I have no idea what you're talking about, ma'am.
Is there any way we can keep Slavina from getting attacked based on my not dead Diamond Golem?
We could try to kill Parkat. I wouldn't recommend it, though. It'd be like trying to kill you or me.
Well, that didn't work out so well for the last person that tried to kill me.
So
Technically, it worked really well. You died.
I was going to say, actually, you were
I'm
kind
still
of
here
removed from combat.
for
I got better.
about a minute.
Let's get down to brass tacks. You have finally started moving into the political terrain, and I made a promise to your grandmother that whenever you started doing that, I'd try to dissuade you from doing so. So, while I am willing to toss money and information your way in exchange for you telling me everything, and I do mean everything, if you keep anything from me, I'll find out. You shouldn't do this, because I made a promise that you shouldn't do this.
That's one heck of a reason. What's your name?
Doesn't matter. There's a real...
What can I designate you by?
Just call me the Dark. I think that suits nicely. Now, here's the thing, okay? I understand that you want to try and influence, manipulate events because, in your own words, people are stupid. However, you have to understand the mess that is politics. And I know you're like, oh, well, I do understand. No, you don't. It is much worse than you think, and you're never going to get anywhere unless you basically start enforcing your will on people or get lucky. I've been doing this job for about 300 years now, and it gets tiresome. You don't want to be like me.
You're right, I don't. But the current situation is not something that I can just leave alone. Wouldn't you agree?
I've been pretty busy about it myself, with not the best luck in the universe. my organization is kind of busy dealing with other organizations while dealing with other organizations while dealing with the current political climate. It's a hassle, to say the least. But that's another thing to keep in mind. If you start trying to meddle and poke, you will get the attention of people who've been doing this for longer than you have.
That's a good point.
So, per my promise, I have now given you my argument. You may decide at your leisure. Don't worry, I already have an agent on this crew, so just go ahead and leave a
You have
message.
an agent inside my directorate crew.
Yeah. I've been working with the director for some time.
Oh, well. I suppose that does explain how you got on my ship.
Oh, no, I got on the same way you did. So, let me know through the agent. And he does that, and he translates away.
Conk.
So would anyone
I'm
like
going
to
to
do
sit there and
anything?
replay that conversation in my head a few hundred times over the next 12 hours.
I was just say, does anyone have anything else you want to do for the next 12 hours while that is being
Good night.
processed? Good night, Sibri.
Night, Sibri.
Well, unless I sleep for the full 12 hours, we'll catch up with.
You might sleep for the full 2 hours. I mean, it's been a long series of matches, but that's up to you. I mean, you can sleep in if you want to. Get some
Well,
rest
here,
in.
how about this?
Okay.
I'm sleeping for the full 12 hours.
Okay. You get up after like 8, look at the clock, hear the engine still going, you're like, meh.
One of those things where you try to get up and you just realize you can't.
Yeah, and it's just like,
Screw
it's good. Go back to bed.
So,
So Guido, you have the option to do whatever. Silence.
I'm assuming I've just
There we
been-
go. Okay.
I had already unmuted myself, and so I muted myself to damn.
Aha.
Yeah, like I said, I was resting to regain mana. If that, regenerates before that 12 hours is up, then...
We'll say it takes the whole 8 just to make it neat.
Wait, 8 or 12?
8.
8. So you have
Okay.
4.
Okay. So yeah,
Long
I-
hours. Those two are asleep. Well, kind of. He's asleep. She's in her. She doesn't have quarters. She's in the room she was in, which is like a storage. Oh, it was. She's in the private treasure room. That's where she is. And that's where the meeting occurred.
Yeah, because that's the only room I can lock and keep people out of.
Yeah.
I've put a cot in there.
That's it. Just a cot. Nothing
Yep.
fancy.
I will gently knock on her door. If she's awake, I want to talk to her. If she's sleeping, then I'm not going to disturb her.
I'm not sleeping.
Will
So
you answer the door?
Hold on. What? Oh, hi, Guido.
At some point, we need to discuss dispensing funds. I'm going to need some more money for the
How much money do you need?
at least 7,500 to buy a ship.
Okay.
A sailing
Oh.
ship, not an airship.
Yeah.
7,500 what? 7,500 gold?
Gold. Yeah.
7,500 copper.
I don't have that on me. How much do you have?
Good question.
Let's see. So with the caravan, that's...
You know what? I've got a better idea. Hold on a second. I'm going to go up to the captain and I'm going to say, Captain,
Hmm?
I understand that I have a friend inside your crew. Can you tell him to come to my quarters, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
And you hear on the on-comm, attention, friend
Of the master.
of the master of the ship, please go to the treasure quarters immediately. Repeat, friend of the master.
Guido, I'll get your ship taken care of. What kind of ship do you want? Sailing ship? Airship?
It's a sailing ship.
Sailing ship? What designation?
What?
What kind of sailing ship do you want? How far do you want it to go? Do you want this to be able to go across the coast, or are you looking for just something that goes across the lake, or,
Is this?
what do you want?
Um,
If you've got a specific make and model in mind, just tell me and I'll have
It's
it
actually a
taken care
specific ship. But he can change his mind on that one.
it's blah from what?
The Gold Raker is the name of the ship.
Okay.
of. You're looking to
It's-
purchase that specific ship?
Well, it's already on a trade route, and so I'm going
You're
to
looking
purchase
to purchase
it
the trade route.
and the trade route. Yes.
Okay. All right, I'm sure we can get that taken care of.
So.
After a bit, a fairly nondescript Sclavius shows up. Yes? We
Name.
like to usually use a little more subtlety than that.
I'm in a bad mood. What's your name?
Bob.
Bob. I would like to purchase blah 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 blah. What Guido just told me.
Why?
Because it's useful to me.
What are you going to use it for?
Trade. When it's being done particularly. Plus it's good for movement. I have to be able to get my agents places someplace in a way that's nondescript, and hiring them on as merchants seems to be like a good plan. I've done that many times myself. Oh, and you can tell my benefactor, for lack of a better word, that unfortunately I can't follow my grandmother's wishes.
Okay. Weird message, but I'll assume other people know what it means.
Yep, that's good. That's all.
All right.
Oh, and if we can get some, negotiations on maybe getting some faster engines, that would help.
That's going to be a lot less likely.
I figured, but it doesn't hurt to ask.
What company name should I put the ship being purchased under?
You bastard.
Well, no, this is a legitimate question, because they're going to just go buy it in the care of... So...
Guido's Dry Goods. The Stuff and Things shop.
The stuff and things.
Shop.
With an E on the end.
Bloodbath and beyond. Sorry, that's an old joke, I know, but...
It's still funny. I'm
Snarg.
trying to think of something clever. I'm sorry.
Well, Snarg is dreaming of this great company name, and the company name is...
Mad Fell Warlock.
Madfell Warlock Incorporated. When you need something to be completely mad, we're your
Turtle
your
Cat.
Warlock.
You go some generic Granite Holden goods or something.
No, I'm just picturing like Snarg wakes up, he smashes the comms, says, Guido, call it the Mad Warlock thing, and then he goes back to sleep.
That's exactly what happens.
I'm gonna get on the intercom. Captain, could we disable the intercom access to the barracks?
No, we can't. There's no functionality for that.
Okay.
We could rip all the comm out, but that would make it very inefficient to run this military ship, ma'am.
Oh no, I wasn't asking you to rip everything out.
Okay. Anything else, ma'am?
No, that's all.
Okay. We'll be arriving shortly.
We should still be like 3 hours out.
We'll be arriving in 3 hours. It's actually 3.5 hours, because you guys haven't even been talking that long. So they put it in the care of company named Blah. Hate you, Guido.
I'm working on it.
And
Sorry. Remind me when we're done with gaming why I have been somewhat distracted
Okay. So he leaves, and you now have 3.5 hours to burn. You may do nothing. I mean, you can play cards with the people in the bunker. Oh, by the way, just as a side note, if anybody cares, your crew also includes... I don't actually remember the real-life term for this, but basically, Navy soldiers. You know, people who are there if you are boarding or get boarded, basically.
Marines.
Yeah, we'll go with Marines.
And that's what they were nautically.
Okay. So, there you go. You've got Marines on the ship, too, so you can go play a few matches of Hearthstone with them if you want to. It's this new game that's getting really, really popular really quickly.
No three dragon ante?
A couple of people here know how to play that.
I'm going to spend some time on the bridge.
Okay. The lycanthrope has just been standing on the bridge the whole time, admiring it. Did I ever give him a name?
The captain?
No, the lycanthrope.
You said like wasp something.
That's right, Wasp Hunter. Wasp Hunter.
I thought it was Wasp Slayer.
Where's my notes? Hang on. Lycanthrope. It is Wasp Hunter.
I'm going to take some lessons from the helmsman.
Okay. After these lessons, you now have the ability to not instantly crash. He tells you what the big red button does.
Never push the big red button.
He shows you how to go forward, backwards, up, and down. But he skips left and right because he's afraid that you might get confused.
+1 circumstance bonus?
Yes.
Cool. I now have a +6.
Yay! Okay, you're there. You're now at Alpharin. There's no actual airship docks here, so it's just going to have to park outside. Fortunately, the area around here, the terrain is flat enough that it can literally park and you don't have to take the ladder down. Is the ship going to wait for him or just leave without him? Because you keep mentioning dropping him off, which I'm literally picturing as you being like, alright, Guido, bye! We'll be in this place that's like
Boot.
300 miles that way.
Land.
Well, he's got the DR, so he might be able to, just pull a Terminator landing here.
Well, maybe we can probably wait a little
Rock and
bit.
roll.
Yeah, we'll ask how long it's going to take you to complete your business here. Do you want us to come with you?
You're welcome to come with. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to. If you'd like to,
Secretly,
you're welcome to.
In his mind, he's like, please come with.
I don't want to
God,
be
please."
alone.
So yeah, I'll instruct the captain to stay in the area, and
Do you want us to patrol or stay right here? Parked.
I prefer you be airbound.
Understood. And they boot the three of you off.
I translate to the ground.
I was just going to say, I grab onto both of them and translate to the ground.
No!
Oh
take the
God!
damage.
Oh God! Oh God! Don't do that.
No.
Z ends up here.
I was gonna
Star
say,
gets
okay,
up
now we have to
there,
completely change
Guido goes
everything.
there.
All right. You are now in Alpharin. The mayor's office is over there. You soak in the good memories. There's where you joined the order. There's where you got the information. There's where you fixed, I can't remember his names, broken wounds from having fought a water golem.
Got my arm chopped off around here. I don't have any good memories. Or was that a different?
That's
That was a
different
different
place.
town.
Okay.
Near
This
here.
is
I
this
hit
is
by
where you
golem,
had
that's
to
what
drag Kezrin out
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
because Rory put her into downed.
Yep. And Guido was like, screw you, Rory.
We should recreate that moment.
Suddenly an Olthoy appears going, chitter, 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 chitter.
I speak Olthoy.
The Olthoi is actually saying, wander, 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 wander.
What's it Olthoi doing here? I thought you were all recalled.
Oh, hey, what's up? I'm here because apparently there was like a Kezrinthka around here or something like that. I don't know. Anyways.
She's long gone. Go home.
Okay. Chitter, 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 chitter. Wander, 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 wander. So you make it to the mayor's office without incident. And
That's
there
weird.
is your worst nightmare waiting for you.
Political people?
A receptionist.
Oh. Hang on. What environment is it?
Where you are, this
Office.
would probably... yeah, I was gonna say, this would be town.
Office.
Or city or urban or whatever I call it.
Ah, I could probably instantly kill her with this.
And I'm the one that
No.
So, the receptionist,
screw all you guys.
Make a paperclip golem.
which is this a paperclip golem, is female banderling, says, "May I help you?"
So is this actually where we were supposed to go? The mayor's office? I mean,
Well, it's that or the mayor's house, so take your pick.
okay. We're looking for Taloth of Thunderlord.
Oh, of course. Do you have an appointment?
Yes, I
Actually.
do.
Excellent. And what's the name?
Guido of Graniteholm.
Oh, here it is. Yes, you're a bit late, actually, but whatever. Come right in, sir. He's waiting for you.
Excellent.
So you enter, and there is a rather elderly-looking orc who is dressed in fine robes. He actually has really extravagant-looking jewelry on. We're talking like lots of gemstones, a little gaudy, in all honesty, and some platinum lining here or there. He's got some money on him. He says,
Okay.
of Graniteholm, I have heard many things about you. I don't know why I'm talking in this accent. It just happened. All Russian people are gaudy, rich bastards, apparently.
Ask him how many vessels he has in his command.
We have no... okay. Anyways.
You must be Russian mafia.
Yes. There you go. This is Green of Graniteholm, yes. You've come across my attention recently. I'm told you're trying to enter the transit business. Is that right?
Transit being the trade. Yes.
Transporting things from point A to point
Yes.
B. I can explain it more simply if you prefer.
Just making sure I'm understanding your terminology as a player.
Oh, okay. So he can be
So,
a dick in
yes.
character, but excellent, excellent. Our mutual friends have decided to toss you in my direction, thinking that maybe you could use a little bit of a boost. And admittedly, I wouldn't mind having someone who could provide security at a little cheaper rate than what we get right now for our shipments down to Iraq. As you may or may not know, we export a huge amount of gemstones and otherwise rare and valuable materials through here. We actually mine platinum.
Our mutual friends.
Of course. You know.
Does the player know?
I'm not sure. He is not
Okay.
going to say it out loud, though. He kind of makes a gesture like, you know.
Okay.
I suppose I'll allow an intuit roll.
Ooh,
'Cause this
not
is a good
bad.
application of that.
I think I've got a +1 on that. 4. Okay, so that's 21.
Not bad. You are pretty sure he is speaking of either the Viotians, the Directorate, the Republic, the Black Brine, the Exchange, or the Pinnacle. One of those groups.
Please tell me it's not the exchange. I'm not saying that in character.
The what? Never heard of the Exchange.
Okay.
What's the Exchange? He calls his secretary. Secretary, look into what the Exchange is. Would you please? Thank you, Carol.
Suddenly you hear just laughter coming from the receptionist.
They were involved in a coup recently. No.
Okay. So what is it that you have in mind? You said you were looking for cheaper security, but I don't have any trades set up in the area yet. So
Well, then we need to get on that, don't we? Okay, look, I know how the deal goes. Our mutual friends set up people who help them out so that they can further their own goals as long as we further their goals. You know, it's a very logical thing, all things considered.
Sure.
And I've long since given up on my whole, governorship plan, so I'm kind of moving in a different direction personally, and I need to cut corners here or there so I can get things moving. That means cheaper goods, right? Now, I'm willing to scratch your back if you scratch mine. I don't want to just take advantage of you because that would upset our mutual friends, and then I'd wind up dead in my bed, and that's not something I really enjoy the thought of. So, rather than that, why don't we have a situation where we go ahead and find a local company who's already doing those trades and maybe arrange something with them, and once that arrangement has been completed, then you can move right in and absorb the costs of maintaining that existing trade route. And that way, you don't have to invest a lot of capital up front and can give me a little bit of a discount as far as defending it and therefore helping me out too. You see? Mutually beneficial. Mutually beneficial.
as a player, I'm trying to think of a way of gaining a additional advantage on that deal. Not trying to screw them over.
No, yeah, I get
But-
you thinking. Do the other players have any thoughts? Because you're both there. Don't forget. I mean, you're literally like right there and right there. I just realized I have the wrong image up. Shoot! No! It's still May 1st, though. You are now at Alfarin. I don't actually have a picture for Alfarin specifically, so let's just go with
Dead receptionist.
the burning town. One of these days, you guys are going to go back to that place, and it'll be like, ah! I will just go with the generic desert town I have here, which is this one. I know this was used for Alzavros, but whatever. Oh, wait, hang in. There we go, perfect. Okay, here's Alfarin.
So, Zan, third, did you have any thoughts on taking advantage of that trade situation? You're muted, Zan. Okay.
Nothing really specific, no.
I mean, basically, wherever you decide to go with this Guido, Z's going to have her agents infiltrating, acting as part of your crew, I guess.
Right.
But, yeah. That'll happen regardless of whatever you do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, I was just trying to think if there was a way to either take advantage financially or strategically, but as a player, I'm drawing a blank. So, well, no.
Nope.
There we go.
So, regardless, I'm going to say yes.
Okay. Excellent plan. Wonderful. What's the name of your company?
God damn it.
I've never heard of
smack
that
your
company name. Please don't. I'm defending myself. No.
My shorts are riding up.
Yes, they are. I thought you didn't have anything on it at first. I was like,
I
sis?
wouldn't go on camera without pants on. These just ride up.
Anyways,
Thank you,
so
Zan.
after he gets your company name, here's what I was thinking. This is in character. Why don't you We got a couple routes. I mean, the easiest route is the obvious one. So I don't feel the need to re-emphasize that. But if you want to be complicated about it, if you've got, ethical or moral obligations or whatever, that's fine. You could just scare him off. Maybe convince him it's not worth it. Maybe convince him it's time to start selling, something like that.
I'd rather just absorb them.
Well, all right. He pulls out a slip of paper. As it happens, I already had Carol get a list, so he slides it over. There you go. I will get in touch with you when you're done. And by that, I mean you will get in touch with me when you're done. I'll be right here. I'm busy. I have a meeting in about 15 minutes. I was expecting you a little earlier than this, so if you don't mind.
Okay.
The list, if you choose to look at it, is a list of addresses and names.
Of?
Of people, probably?
Well,
That's my assumption, anyways. I'm not actually sure.
I'm assuming it's going to be like people in charge or somehow, I mean, how are they influential in...
He doesn't say anything, so you
Right.
have nothing but your own info to go off of.
Okay. I wasn't sure if there were like notes on, next to the listings or anything. Okay.
No, just some names and some addresses attached to them.
Okay.
And he eats a croissant.
I need to talk to Z again about something completely different. But so unless there's anything else, I will take your leave.
Excellent. Go away. No, he doesn't say that. He says, good day. So the three of you leave. Carol waves, flirting with Snarg on the way out. It's the sword, dude.
I guess. Right. So you've got a hit list. How do you feel about this, evil overlord?
It's not a hit list. It's just a list of people that we need to talk to.
Talk to, yeah. You're muted, by the way, Sis.
Oh, okay, let's look at some of these people. Okay, this is his neighbor.
Well, the nearest one is Bob of Bob Tholomew. Over on this last. He's like a couple streets down.
So how much is it going to cost to absorb?
Define.
So I have to buy the caravan.
Okay, let's assume you assassinate these people. It's going to cost you nothing. All it's going to cost you is the maintenance.
Okay.
If you don't assassinate them, that charge goes up significantly. If you want me to estimate it, I can.
Please.
Give me a minute.
While you're estimating that, Z, I meant to talk to you the other day. You have influence. Could you talk to the people that you have influence with and find out what it would take to convince the mites to start running the railway again?
They won't. We're in the middle of a war.
Yes.
I don't have that much influence. Nobody does.
We need to figure out a way of doing that.
Well, I mean, you could run something on the railways. You'd have to build a train. Or end the war. If you ended the war, they'd start things back up again.
Well, yes. I'm trying to get trade going until the war stops. Think of the influence that would provide for those involved with getting the railroad running during the war.
You know, it could also be a good way to perpetuate the war. Become an arms dealer, kind of play it so that you always
I'm
provide
not
to the weakest.
evil.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of money to be had in that right now.
But I wouldn't be aware of all of the cargo that's on the trains, so if someone was to do that, I'm sure it would probably be overlooked.
This is going to run you about 2,500 gold
Okay.
to buy it.
Who'd I have to pay?
It would be spread out amongst all the people on that list.
Okay.
They would ask for more than that initially. Of course they would.
So the Country Rider is out of business.
No, Country
No?
Rider's doing great.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Country Rider's fine.
Okay.
Well, okay, that's kind of a lie, because Country Rider is doing worse than it ever has before, but it is still doing fine.
Okay. Who would be the equivalent for in-town runners? Or
Country
would
Rider.
it be them? Okay, okay. So,
Especially in a major city like this one.
okay. And the list of names, everyone is in town?
Some of them are on the outskirts, but basically, yes.
Okay. We're going to go to the Country Rider.
Okay.
And I'm going to hire however many runners it takes. I need you to tell each one of these people to meet me at, I need a, location.
Insert address here.
Yeah, right. What time is it now?
We'll say it's about 8 in the morning.
Okay. How long do you think it would take for the runners to get out to everyone?
Given the size of the city and whatnot, and the fact that those people then have to get back, we're going to say like 5 hours on the outside for the people on the outskirts.
Okay. 3 o'clock.
Okay.
I want everyone on this list to meet me at such and such location at 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Okay. If you bomb someone in the middle of the city, that's going to not go over that well. I'm just saying.
Why do you always assume the worst?
You accepted a hit list from a guy who wants you to kill them so that you and he can benefit from it.
Doesn't mean they have to die.
That is true. You just have to arrange something. Okay. Well, that will cost you a few coppers.
Okay.
And they rush off.
Anything you guys want to do in the meantime?
I think I've seen enough.
I'm just amused that Snark has not said anything this whole time. He's just like, yep. Guido's gonna murder a bunch of guys. Whatever.
Well,
It's okay. It's for the better. It's for the greater good.
well, hey, he's going through the process of trying to absorb them legitimately, right? You're at least inquiring
Yes.
about that. So it wasn't
Actually, I
like, hey,
am.
let's just murder these guys.
If they attack me, then I will defend myself. But I am trying to do this peaceably and legitimately.
There you go.
Oh my god. And Zariel's like, we could just kill these guys. It'd be a lot faster.
Pretty much. Here, give me some names. I'll go take care of it.
No!
No, it's okay. It won't even take me that long.
No, it won't. I'm sure I can find them pretty quick.
I'll
I'm
be right
sure
back.
you could. Okay, so does anything happen between 8 a.m. and 3 p.m.?
Nothing event-wise is going to happen.
Okay. So, the meeting.
I'm gonna go have lunch
Ooh, what are they serving
between
right
8
now?
a.m. and 3 p.m.
Yeah, let's see what they're serving. Give me a sec. I want to get something nice and fancy. Whoops, no, not dessert meal. Desert meal. Would you like a meal made? They actually serve something made entirely of dessert. Would you like that?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Here, let's come back to that then. They are currently serving. What? That looks so terrible.
Next restaurant.
Okay, they've got. Oh, wow. Large stacks of what look like pancakes, but it's actually cheesecake. And they are literally layered with frosting and berries in between each layer. So, like that up. And they've also got cream puffs with strawberries and cherry cheesecake and something called chocolate death.
I'll take a chocolate death.
It's chocolate
I've
icing.
had it before. I know what it is.
It's 7 kinds
It's a
of chocolate.
super rich chocolate cake that is so dense that you can eat like 3 or 4 bites of it before you have to stop because it's just too much chocolate.
Yeah, it's literally 7 different kinds of chocolate layered on itself there. Would anyone else like to join her for the dessert thing? It's special right now in honor of the recent.
The owner's favorite Valsenball team
There we go.
just won a match.
And he's really happy about it, and he's trying to distract himself from the fact that the war is probably going to head north soon, and they're going to all die. So he's doing this to take his mind off of it. So he cooked all day on all his favorite foods, and for some reason the chocolate death has been really popular. But so far, well, let's just say after the first few meals, now he's requiring people to sign a waiver to eat the chocolate death.
Sure.
Okay.
Yep.
Guido, what would you like?
I'm not hungry.
That is true. You can eat if you want to.
I'm curious as to why I'm not hungry, but I'm not going to eat.
You're not tired either. Although that's kind of a gimme. Especially since you actually did rest. Okay. There is... Ew, that is so gross. There's one other thing they offer, which is, it's... I don't know how to describe this. It's like white cheesecake, which has actually been baked in something that looks like white chocolate, and then is being served on top of a brownie with ice cream served on top. I don't know what to call that.
Decadent?
The Decadence. That's it. That's the name of the dish. Would anyone like to try the Decadence? No one here has actually been able to finish an entire serving of the Decadence. If you do, you get put up on our board with a picture.
Is there actually people on the board?
No. There's not.
This is you, Granite Home.
Nope.
What? You sure?
Zariel's like, I'll do it. The GM forces Zariel to do it.
What am I doing?
Paying attention.
Death cake.
Yes, Zariel, you're going to try the if you eat it, you get it for free, and then you get your name up on the board cake.
Okay.
Now, so you start eating it. Anybody who's played Neverwinter Nights, not the MMO, the single-player game, knows that there's a part of a quest early on that you have to do consecutive fortitude checks, like over and over, in order to outdrink somebody, and they just get worse and worse, right? And if you do, the whole quest gets much easier. So I need a couple fortitude checks.
$24,
Okay, so you're still going. You're about a fourth of the way through now.
$28,
And you're still going just fine. It's like, oh, this is really good. It's very sweet.
$23,
It's starting to get harder. You feel like you just barely made that one. You're having trouble now.
$27,
You also just barely made that one. And one last one, which is the hardest DC of all. You're like trying to get the last few bites in here, like, oh, God.
Well, that one's a 21.
Ugh. And you pass out.
Did somebody explain what the cake did before I started eating?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
they're like, okay, so listen, this is gonna do this to you, and you're like, okay, and you were
Alright.
okay with it, you know. So they're like, ah, she was so close, one bite away.
I wake up and take the bite.
Ah,
That's
you
pretty
did
good.
it. What's your name, ma'am? We need to add you to our wall so you're immortalized forever.
Bob.
Bobina
Nina.
of Bobbyholm. So they put your picture up on there. They take a picture, put it up there. It is now 3 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay. So going to the meeting. Is everyone there?
I'm deciding to roll on it. I changed my mind on my original thing. I'm going to roll. Actually, we'll do this dice. This dice makes more sense. Wow. Everyone is there.
Excellent.
To my shop.
All right. So, Guido, what do you want me to do? Because like, if I just stand next to you, they're gonna think bodyguard. Something's gonna happen.
Much
Just stand by the door. I mean, don't. I don't care if people come and go. As I mean, everyone that is supposed to be here is here. So, you know, if they decide that they want to leave after I've talked to them, that's fine. I would prefer that no one else come in until after I've talked to them.
Okay, got it. Private meeting.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll do just that.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury,
Who the hell are you?
my name is Guido of Granenholm. I have a proposition for you.
Are you in your armor? That's
Yes.
an out of character question. Okay. In character, they just look at you, and you get the distinct impression that they're looking down at you, basically, like, what is this peasant?
I have a proposition for you. I want to buy your trade route. You will all stay.
What?
I want to buy your caravans and your employees, and you will be compensated.
One of them makes a crack about your lack of outfit.
I may have a lack of outfit, but I do not have a lack of gold.
Right. I don't know if you're like what what they do down in the Republic, but here in Navarre we like to treat business as a bit of a sacred right instead of just walk
I'm
up
going
and
to
say,
start
"Here's some
piling
money."
stacks of gold coins on the table.
Wait, roll awareness to see if you see them. No, I'm kidding. Zerial, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm assuming.
What are you doing to add to the proceedings, if anything?
I'm standing in the back.
Because so you're not trying to assist in diplomacy, for example?
Sure.
Well, then roll it.
Do you want me to roll diplomacy as well?
Not just yet, but I need to know
Okay.
some factors.
37.
Okay, so you are successfully giving him a +2. And Snarg, go ahead and roll as well.
Persuasion?
No, intimidate. Unless you want to give him a -2, which is possible. Because A, you're a gnoll, and B, you're dressed like, you know, some kind of adventurer or whatever.
Well, if it's intimidating, I automatically succeed on assist.
Okay, so you are adding an intimidation factor over there, which we'll say gives you a +1 to your diplomacy. So you got a +3 total.
Okay.
So you're piling the gold up there, and they're looking at it.
Now, these people that are on this list, would they remain employed by the trade route, or?
No.
Okay.
You'd be buying them out. You'd be replacing them.
Okay.
They look at it and say, you... And in fact, one of them points out, so you want to replace all of us.
Yes.
There's 6 of them, by the way. I never actually specified the number.
I was wondering.
Just occurred to me. There's 6 names on the list. You... And what's your interest in this, Mr. Lugian?
there's a word I'm looking for. Beginning entrepreneur, but that's not the right wording.
Kickstarting.
Yeah, not right, but burgeoning. That's not right either. Anyway,
Enterprising.
that's not bad. I'll go with that. Being an enterprising entrepreneur, I am building my business, and I figured start at the top.
Certainly have a lot of capital. Who's backing you?
This was from previous adventures.
Adventure.
I want to
Adventuring.
retire.
Adventuring doesn't pay that good.
I've been at it for a while.
Not like you have a choice in retiring. One of them laughs.
I'm prepared to offer each of you 500 gold. Which is more than...
Yeah, I got that. So rather than think about it for a minute, talk amongst each other. What about that knoll over there? I mean, I got a creepy feeling from him. I think he's scoping me out to kill me at any second.
Am I overhearing this?
No. Snarg is.
He just goes.
Okay, let's go ahead and do the diplomacy roll. This is a direct opposed.
So that would be a 31.
31 total. That will actually beat them.
Wow.
So after some considerable thought, they're like, all right, Mr. of Granadol. You have yourself a deal. Do you have anyone working for you already?
Well, I'm also buying all of your, employees.
Yes, but, I mean, you're not going to handle the paperwork. That's peasants' work.
I've got some employees.
Okay, excellent. Well, give us an address that we can send the paperwork to.
The mayor's office.
We should have known that bastard was trying to run us out. Fine, whatever. Tell your lackey that we'll go ahead and send him everything he needs in order to run the company into the ground, I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure he's not going to.
So they shake on it, they take their money, they leave.
Okay. I am now less 3,000.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
You notice I did it without killing anyone.
I'm astonished. I figured you'd just kill him. It's a lot cheaper. You could have 3,000 gold right now if you just kill them. I mean, are their lives really worth 3,000 gold?
Not evil.
I'll let the viewers at home decide. So, you do that, and you're done. And I think that's
Celebratory
all.
drinks.
I think that's all your business in town, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I am going to go back to the mayor's office and make sure he gets everything.
He is actually going to look at you with a weird look when you tell him you bought it out. He's gonna be like, you didn't just okay, whatever.
How much did you pay for that?
$3,000.
Do you have that money?
Yes,
Okay.
I had 5. So
Yeah. So, anyways, we'll go ahead and say that you give them.
How much did you need to buy your ship?
75.
7,500.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
lots more. Well,
I
guess
can
that's
give
a
you
little-
that.
a little more double, but anyways,
I thought you meant 7 writ.
ships are not worth that much money.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, what? No. Okay, I'll just go ahead and say, retake what I said about getting that ship to the other dude. I miscalculated there, so yeah, Guido, I already gave you the money you needed to buy that if you want to say you bought it already.
Well, I mean, you'd have to go there to buy it.
Well, I just deducted the...
Point
I'm
is,
just gonna-
sometime
okay.
off camera, you go and buy it with your and your chief employee, Bob McBoberson, goes with the caravan to purchase it with your money. You trust him with that 7,500 gold.
Do you really? Wow, you're more trustworthy than I am.
He's
I'm
like-
assuming it's one of
Guys
your
with my money.
agents.
he's
More
yeah.
than likely.
Um,
So Guido, this one right here, I think he has the best. He'll get the best negotiating done. I did some questioning of them later, and I think he might be able to bargain the price down a little.
Excellent, excellent. I greatly appreciate that. I will remove that note from my character sheet of 7,500 gold that I'm setting aside for a ship. And I now have a ship.
Might as well just add your ship into your inventory.
yeah. The gold. Shoot, what was the name of that ship? I actually wrote it down. Hang
The
on.
Gold Raker.
Gold Raker. That was it. There it is.
Quite a pretentious name you've got for your ship there, Guido.
He can redub it. That's how that works. But you guys are terrible at coming up with ship names, so. Well, Guido's good at coming up with ship names. He's come up with both so far. Both finished products. Okay, so you now own a gem and other gems caravan that goes from here all the way down the Gold Road. If you want to take notes, I can give you them. Otherwise, you can just say that it's there and it works. But there's one thing I do want you to know. They trade specifically with Iraq. That is... I feel that is important.
That is important. And Z would be telling you that Iraq is being weird, and you probably want to change where they trade with.
Yeah, find other buyers if you can. But anyways, so then you get back on the ladies thingy.
Treasure.
That was it.
The lady's thingy. Taking a page out of my book, brother.
Yes. The ladies' treasure, and you then continue north, and it's going to be about... Actually, it's more like northeast, but whatever. That's going to be quite a trip. We're talking about 18 hours to get to Fox Ridge. Would you like to do anything for 18 hours?
Yes.
What do you want to do?
I want to check out Wasp Hunter.
Okay. He is there. He says, hi. What would you like? Sir, what can I do for you? This ship is so cool. Would you believe this is actually a grade, top-of-the-line, grade A Galor-class show cruiser, which was actually built only about 12 years ago in the great situation where they actually were thinking about going to send us ships like these. This was one of the only ships that actually wasn't sent because it wasn't built properly to go to the hidden continent. And so all the other ships of this mic are gone because they went to the hidden continent. And well, I have no idea what happened.
Wow, I really got a good one.
Because nobody knows what happened.
There's a reason you're on an assignment, isn't there?
What are you talking about? This is great.
Yeah, all right, cool. Basically, I want to. I'm gonna see if this is an opportunity where I can retrain my favorite enemy.
Okay. Do you want to train it to lycanthrope?
Well, that wasn't exactly what I meant. But I was gonna see.
I mean, hey, you know what? If you want to, I support you.
I was gonna see what his favorite was. And perhaps
His is elf.
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 It's a little more widespread than magical beast.
Well, see, I most of my business that I do for tracking is in cities and stuff, so it's helpful. I thought about doing bandoling for a while there, but I mean, there's just so many different disparagate races in the Neveria that finally I just gave up and said, screw it, I'll do elf. Because I do a lot of work. Well, I used to do a lot of work in Olivia. That's kind of why I'm out of a job right now, because nobody really does anything in Olivia right now, because
I see. What kind of jobs were you doing in Olivia? Just tracking people?
mostly tracking people, trying to find people. They give me a name and a little bit of information on them. I'm like, okay, and I'd go find them. I was really good at it. And I usually, occasionally, they'd send me to get information on him, and I'd be like, "Well, okay," blah, 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 blah. And I could tell them where he'd been. Oftentimes, they'd ask me who they'd been talking to, for example. I'm not sure why, but they wanted me to make sure to know, anything that they've been talking to, any deals they've been doing, that kind of thing. Probably
You
to
ever
get rid of
snuck-
bad people. if I was
You ever
to guess.
snuck into the Senate chamber before?
Actually, yeah. This one time, there was this goblin there. It was really weird. I'm not sure what he was doing. And there was this gnoll who was there. Who was just like really, really being obvious. But he got lucky and he's rolled 3 20s in a roll. I'm not sure how that worked, but
Good. Okay. But no, I'll poke him for info and
Oops, wrong one.
maybe while we're doing the retraining, see if he happens to have any information on what's going on over in the whatchamacall place. That place.
I don't know what you mean.
I have to look at the map thing.
Help me out. He might.
Weizhou.
Oh, Weizhou. Oh, I can tell you all about Weizhou. It's a great place. It's spires and obsidian and the great elemental wall and it's one of the best places ever. I can't wait to go back. I really hate being out on
I heard
assignment.
the houses were kind of at odds with each other right now.
Oh, don't be silly. The houses are great. The house is wonderful. Especially my house. My house is the best, of course.
Well, what's your house's speciality?
I don't know what that means. I mean, I do, but like, the houses don't specialize in anything. They're just houses of people. They specialize in being people who are awesome.
Uh-huh.
All the Duracost are actually quite awesome.
I see. What do you think of the various houses?
Well, I think House of Esmora is probably the best house personally, because they're really go-getter. They like to get things done, and I like that.
I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
Right.
I'm not really a fan of the House of Arafal. I mean, I know. Venerated elder leaders, etc. But the more I turn around, the more they're like, well, maybe we should do this, maybe we should do that. And they're one of the people who's been really about deliberating rather than actually doing. And then of course there's all the conservatives, which is like 3 houses. I don't know what they're up to. The Conservative Party. Nobody likes the Conservative Party. More moderation.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's basically what we're going to be doing for it. I'll just kind of pick his brains and try to find out what's been going on, and also see if I could pick up some stuff about.
Well, you learn a little bit about how Duracost politics work. The houses, they have speakers, but those speakers are literally mouthpieces. The house as a whole makes decisions. So there's no leader of a house under most circumstances, right? Even though, the House of Masmora has Vasmora herself at its head, she is not actually its leader. She is simply the person who owns the economic and military power of the house, if that makes any sense. Probably doesn't. But politically speaking, a house has to decide on any given decision basically as a congregate, and then the speaker then delivers that to the Senate chambers. There's a lot of debating, and they just go in there, they talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, and they talk for a really long time. I don't know why. Why would anyone talk that much?
You're telling me.
Ugh.
Cool. I'm kind of getting the idea that this guy may not be great as a team leader.
No, I can lead really well. Give me a thing to lead right now, and I'll lead them right now. Watch.
All right, go up to those soldiers and get them formed up and tell them to go do something. Just anything.
All right, so he goes up, and he's going to roll a charisma check, and he rolls quite well on that charisma check.
Oh, good.
All right, guys, I want you to get into a classic standard vanguard approach formation. I want you to do so in a method as if we are being under constant enemy fire from ranged opponents, and we are trying to close on a fortified location. Go. And they go.
Oh, so you have some military training.
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I?
Well, you never mentioned it before.
How would I know to track things if I didn't know about military stuff? God.
Well,
No.
some people learn how to track stuff without being in the military.
Why would they do that? Tracking is like perfect for military stuff. See where
It
enemies
is.
are. Be like,
You know,
there's
just-
there.
Good job, Bob.
I have a name.
No, I'm talking to the soldiers.
Oh. Soldiers are like, thank you, sir. We appreciate it, sir. All of our names are Bob, sir.
Yes.
So, is there anything else anyone wants to do during the trip? Yes, no. Has everyone else fallen asleep?
No, I'm here.
No, I've got nothing else.
Okay. You arrive, at long last, at the great place of Fox Ridge, which looks like this. I've already shared the image with you guys. As you approach, you notice the Maiden's Deceit is actually hovering over there, nestled up against one of the craggy mountainsides. And even from this distance, you can see probably thousands upon thousands of people swarming all over it, digging, working, carrying things here and to that kind of a thing, right? Lots of work going on.
It's great to be back, or great to be here for the first time, rather.
For the first time ever.
How far along have they gotten?
The place looks like it's pretty, it's probably going to take about another month to be completed. Especially since they need some direction from their leader, who's been mysteriously absent. But,
A couple days.
point being, it's going to be about another month to be finished. But they're really booking it. And the captain of the ship's like, wow, this is a really nice base. Excellent. That reminds me, who is the owner of this mountain base? We need to discuss things in brief now that we're here.
All right, what do you want to discuss?
Ah, you, of course. I should have known. Only a knoll could see the value of a mountain base. Right.
No, we decided to purchase this one as a group.
Oh, Miss of Night Whisper, didn't see you there. I trust you find the trip to your satisfaction?
Yes, of course. It's much smoother ride than the first one was.
Of course. Now, I do have to ask you to refrain from using all our tea stores next time. We're now out.
Don't worry, I'll give you my personal ones to recoup.
Okay, just thought I'd mention it, ma'am. So, sir, we, of course, naturally, we're going to set up a bit of a shop here, but we would like to talk to you about setting up a bigger shop, if you're okay with it. Making a deal, we scratch your back, you scratch ours, kind of a thing.
I'm listening.
Well, the Directorate obviously has a vested interest in having a forward fire base this far in.
Wait, what?
The Directorate.
You told me to make friends.
Where did you find these people?
They found me.
And he looks, he's like, were you not aware of your affiliation, sir?
He's not affiliated. I am.
Oh, that makes no sense, but very well. Well, sir, we serve the Directorate. Don't worry. We are good people, obviously. We're just interested in trying to take care of people like a military should. At least, I that's what I think, personally. Does anyone agree with me? And everyone on the bridge goes, hooah! So, regardless, naturally we're going to set up a bit of a shop here as per our agreement with the Lady Night Whisperer. However, we were thinking, if you allow us to set up our own little section of it, make a real base of it, an actual outpost, with, say, I don't know, like a military-grade frigate-sized airship dock, and we would allow you not full, lower priority usage of that dock. If we wanted to get one of our ships through, we would take priority, but if we weren't, it would be yours to use freely, and of course you would then be able to use it immediately after. In addition to the fact that, from what I understand, you're setting up some kind of private military company, which I've never heard of that before. It sounds weird, but if you want to explain it, feel free.
Explanation.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense, actually. So if you want help setting that up, we could get you some armaments to get you started, and training, if you're interested. We think this sounds like a fair deal.
Miss this, what exactly does the Directorate want to do in this area?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I follow. I'm a captain, sir.
He's a little low on the totem pole.
I run a ship.
I can't say yes or no right now because there is one more person I gotta ask.
Okay. Well, think it
Because I
over.
would think it would be to interest of the governor here, who's right over there, about setting up a military base right outside of his walls.
There's no real reason he needs to know, if I'm being blunt, sir.
Uh,
And I might also add that you're already setting up a military base in his walls. The only
with his
difference
permission,
is...
he knows exactly what's going on.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. So it would be very
So-
easy to segue this military base into that one, since we would be coordinating with you as well, and we would be assisting you with your military endeavors.
I'd have to ask him first.
All right. Wait. He rolls diplomacy. No, I'm kidding.
I'll assist.
No. He gave his argument in character.
Yeah.
He is not diplomatic. He's a captain. He is
Yep.
not Picard. He's that jackass from Star Trek 3. The little sniveling captain. It's the same. I'd like to play it by the book because it's my... I'm the one who'd be in trouble if things go bad. Okay, he's not that.
I don't remember him.
Okay, so he has made his case to you. The terrain around here is really rough. The ship can't land. That's probably why the Maiden's Deceit hasn't landed either. But you can get down and lower the ladder.
Okay. Should do that, and then let's go inspect what's been built so far.
Pretty much as soon as you get out there, several lycanthropes approach you. Say, "Sir,
Take your lycanthrope that's on the ship with you, Snarg.
He's coming. I don't see why he'd stay on the ship.
he actually doesn't mind staying on the ship, but he'll come."
Well, I mean, this is the stopping point, so.
Oh, okay, I'll come with. Just one more time. I just want to. You said I couldn't touch it. Could I touch the engine just once, please?
It's hot.
No.
Please.
No.
Please. I don't answer to you, man.
Hey, look, there's a bigger airship over
Snarg,
there.
get him off the ship before I kill him.
Ah! Very violent.
And don't
Let's
let
go.
him on mine.
He runs over to the Maiden's Deceit. Oh, this is an
Maiden's
even better
Deceit is
ship.
in the air.
Yeah, but he's looking up at it. I mean, why wouldn't he be? This is an amazing looking ship. I've never even seen a ship like this before. Wow. This is just incredible.
After
That's
I've
pretty
got Snarg and Guido and the stupid lycanthrope off the ship, I'll go talk to the captain, by the way.
Okay. We'll switch. I guess we'll do that first because I imagine that's going to be quick. So you talk to the captain. What are you talking to him about?
And pretty much, I'm going to tell him that while I'm sure that Snarg fails to see the value in that extensive of a relationship, it's probably in our best interest that Toltarn not discover this. So my suggestion would be for your crew to limit all talk of the Directorate to through me.
Oh, naturally, ma'am. We only mentioned it around him because we assumed he was with us. As
Well-
indeed was the Lugian.
Let me put it to you this way. My companions, they tend to ask for things that they don't know what they're getting themselves into, and therefore they tend to be a little bit schizophrenic in their decisions.
Of course.
They are the ones that requested that I make friends with the directorates for our group. However, well, Snarg is a bit of a pacifist. And
Pacifist
we
who runs a mercenary company. That makes no sense.
exactly.
Wait, unless he's going to use them to try and do, like, missions to help and support. That actually makes a lot of sense.
I don't know what he's planning. So far, he's used it to rescue a companion
Did he succeed?
with a lot of help from me.
Well, clearly he needs our help, too. Why don't we just go ahead and reintroduce ourselves as show military, since that is who we are, after all.
That would probably be best.
Excellent.
And if you portray it that way to Toltarn, then you're more likely to make friends.
Meanwhile, down at the bottom, there is the foreman. Lycanthrope foreman has shown up.
Hey,
And he goes straight to Snarg, because Snarg's the one who made the deal, and was like, Mr. Wildpaw, am I
hey,
correct?
Mr. Waiting for the name.
Oh, sorry. Hang on. We'll
Bob.
come up.
Of the house,
Darmak.
Bob.
Darmak. Of House
Ah.
Phasmora.
Good. See, you're making some good progress here. How's it going?
Yes, sir. We've been busily pushing through here as quickly as we can. Uh, it's not going as well as we'd like. We only had a few dozen workers until about, I don't know, like 4 or 5 days ago, something like that. And then, I don't know what strings you pulled, but we got a couple thousand more. And they've been pretty busily getting things. As you can see, we're already blasting away most of the mountainside to dig in. We're going to need some direction from you as far as certain things you want and how you want things set up, but I'm sure that'll be easy to do now that you're here.
Yeah, I had to go and bring some stuff back after a battle. I suppose you can see all the damage that's been done to the Maiden's Deceit. So we were a bit
The
deep.
Maiden's Deceit isn't damaged.
Yeah, it
It's-
is. You guys got shot at only a couple of times in that battle all the
Oh,
way down
yeah.
in Uga, and it hurt. So,
But I assume that Mr. Wintrax and the Aggressor are here as well.
oh yes, absolutely.
Good.
Would you like to visit them?
Yes, and then let's go over the. Actually, I don't know if you've met Mr. of Graniteholm here.
Oh, I have not. Hello, Sir Lugian, sir. Lugian, sir, Sir Lugian, sir.
Greetings. I didn't realize I was there with you, but
Oh, well,
okay. No, that's fine.
I didn't even see you there, sir.
I tend to
he
have
used
that
his
fact.
anti-awareness to bend.
He
awareness
lowers
around.
everyone else's awareness around him.
No. I would like for you to defer to him on engineering matters, and he will also be housing some stuff here as well, so you can talk to him about stuff that's going on.
Oh, excellent. Well,
About that point, I'm assuming I probably come down the ladder.
yeah. And they have no idea who you are.
So, let's go and see what's going on.
All right. Now, as he indicated, basically they had a lot of the materials and supplies necessary to set this place up and have for some time. But then about a week ago, House of Esmora sent a massive amount of support. You've actually got about 3,000 lycanthropes crawling over this place, getting it constructed right now. Which is why it's only going to take a month. They are going to build in as much as on. Actually, arguably more in than on. At least that's the current plan. If you really don't want them to do that, they can, but they advise you to do that because it's the most structurally sound thing to do.
No problem with that. Guido? Engineer?
No, I think it makes sense. Get it done as soon as possible. So
All right. How have the people on boards the Maiden's Deceit been holding up? The last time I talked to him was right after the Ostef battle. So.
They're fine. They've been doing things, I think. I don't actually remember. I've been poking my brain as to what they've been up to, and all I can
The
come up
Maiden's
with is
Deceit was to get there.
traveling north.
Yeah, the Maiden's Deceit's job was to get to me.
Yeah, their job was to get up here, and they took the long route, which is why it took so damn long. But they didn't want to run into any Illuvian ships.
Good.
Because, they thought that would be a bad thing.
I would have told you all of that before, Snarg.
Okay.
Pardon me.
Well, good. So, what are these decisions that need to be made about the mountain base?
Well, now I know you guys already decided this, but I actually don't remember and I didn't write it down.
We wanted a split bay, part used for a cargo bay, part used for specifically engineering bay designed specifically for the Maiden's Deceit.
That's right, okay. Well, they have no problem setting that. They're going to have to actually get the Maiden's Deceit down here and really crawl over the ship in order to understand, in order to set it up, right? In order to establish it for the Deceit. And figure out how to
Okay.
get some, like you said, it's custom tailored for the ship, so they need access to the ship. That's all it boils down to. In addition, the other thing, they're already like halfway done with that. They already have most of the crew quarters done. They're undecorated, but they're there.
Oh, good. That means we can unload our crew from the Maiden's Deceit, which has been carting around all of Snarg's
Yeah, there's like
mercenaries.
30 people, I think, on the Deceit who's just been hanging out in the barracks, just going.
How about I go get them, Snarg, and get them unloaded and take them down to their quarters for you?
That sounds fine.
Oh, thank God we can get off this ship! Oh, thank you, God! Oh, oh hi,
think it's
Cat.
that bad.
Hi, sir. What do we call you? They ask in character.
Were they talking to me?
Yes, you're the leader of the corp. What do they call you?
Have they not read the document?
I don't remember a title there. Hang on, I actually have it saved right here. General. Okay, General.
Yes.
Oh, thank God, General. We're so happy to see you. Can we please get off this ship?
He's not there. He's wandering around the base. I went to go inform them that
Oh, thank
I would
God,
be
woman who
taking
is
them
not
to
the
their
General.
quarters.
Is the General letting us off the ship finally?
Yes, it's time to get off. I'll take
Oh,
you to your
thank
new
you,
quarters.
God. Thank you, God. It's been horrible. I'm so sick of hardtack. And
I
freaking
got-
grits. Why did he give us so many grits?
He'll give you grits here too. So
No! They all mutiny.
well, that was over quickly.
The lycanthropes
I come
obliterate
back.
them.
Snarg, I'm sorry I had to obliterate your crew. They mutinied over the grits.
Oh, well, good job then.
Have fun hiring some new ones.
We need more grit-tolerant people.
Hey, Guido, I've got a name for your company.
The grits.
No, it's called True Grit.
Oh, God. That's terrible.
No, I've actually got something I'm working on here, but I need to find another word for like wagon or vehicle traffic in like.
I have no
So-
clue what you're trying to say. So
I like transit,
Yeah, I know.
but...
No, it's got to start with an N though.
N?
Yeah. So we've got air and sea. So I can't use nautical.
Yeah.
So, but I need something for the land transport.
And it has to start with an N.
It goes along with an acronym.
No, I believe you. That's going to be tricky.
I know that I've been going through the thesaurus.com. But I don't mean to interrupt the game for that, so continue.
Okay. So you're gonna do. Let me write this down real quick. You're gonna do half freight. Did I hear that right?
Basically, yeah, half that and then half.
And then half custom. And you may get a free military grade dock out of it if you agree to the directorate's. I mean, the show military's terms. And it will be basically free on top of everything else. Speaking of which, all of the expense here is being completely absorbed by the lycanthropes, aka the Duracost. So you don't even have to pay a dime here.
That's fine. That's part of the agreement.
The basically anything you want to set up here custom is feasible. You don't really have to make any choices if you don't want to. This is fully optional, but this goes for all three of you. If any of you want something set up here in your home base,
Do you think the only incredibly special thing that wasn't in the document already was the little Geomancer's Enclave area?
yeah, I'll make a note of that real quick. Would you like us to try and redirect any of the ley lines in this area, sir?
What benefit would that give us?
More power!
I wouldn't suck.
Someone who is not Palpatine, please answer me.
Witness the fully
More power.
operational.
He's an electrician. He's like,
He's
do you have more power? Yes, we have unlimited power. Stop flipping the light switch on and off.
But no, he doesn't mean like a whole ley line. He means like, would you like to try and set up a locus point nearby for your geomancer place?
Oh, yes.
Now, given where you are, you're limited on which elements you can draw from. That would be water, light, or spatial. So, and you can only pick one. I'll just cut you off there.
I would actually have to look at the list
Okay.
to
Well,
decide that. So
At
I'll
some
let
point,
you know later.
Decide. Trying to think. Guido, is there anything special you want set up here other than the obvious cargo and crew quarters
offices.
and offices. Yeah.
Crew quarters and offices.
I imagine that's all just default.
Yeah.
Zerial, is there anything you want in the mountain base that you guys are? See, this is how different of a player I am from most people I know. I would be sitting down like, okay, I want this and this and that and all this, because I'd be eating it up. I'd be like, yeah, I want all
Z's
this
base
stuff.
isn't going to be on here.
That's
So
fine.
as long as I have a room that would be private with private access,
You could have a room with no door.
that would work.
Okay. They build a room with no door, which has electrical outputs and whatnot. They don't even question it. They automatically assume it's for desolate use. Because they're lycanthropes.
Wait, it needs to have a door.
Why?
Because I have to be able to get out. Like, to walk out.
Well, if you insist, ma'am, we'll give it. I mean, you can just translate out. It's okay. We understand. But if you want
Well,
a door...
no, the whole point of having a room here, Magus, I'm saying all this out of character. The whole
Oh.
point of having a room here would be for me to have not someplace safe I could get away to, but someplace I could, if I was gone and needed to meet back up with the group or get orders to Snarg's mercenary people or meet up with one of my spies or whatever, I have a room I can do that in.
Okay.
Locks from the inside.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So basically I want, high-end security, not letting anybody in.
Got it. Well, that's easy.
Actually,
everyone
I had an
will-
idea.
What's that?
What if you strategically place those rooms all throughout the complex?
Oh, that works for me too.
Interesting.
Just give me like a bunch of them.
Okay. I'm okay with this.
No, if we have to do some guerrilla warfare, then
And I want a room like in the middle that has cameras into all of the other rooms.
No.
So I can just translate to that one and then see which ones are empty.
we're basically building a bunch of secret rooms.
Sort of, yeah.
Well, when you guys... I'm sorry. If you guys ever get invaded, that'll be really helpful.
Okay. Now I can go down the specific list of exact rooms if you really want that, but I figure that may be a better off-camera thing.
Sure.
So
Well, you give your orders out to the foremans and all that fun stuff happens, and they go off, and there's just so many lycanthropes. I want to stress this again. They're just swarming over the place. Every now and again, one will come over and be like, hi.
they move in schools. You see, that one moves and they all follow.
Yeah, it's weird. Like birds or fish or something.
That one actually is a fish.
And after... There is such a thing as a were shark. After... we'll say a few hours have passed. You've given some orders. They've given you a bit of a tour of the construction facilities. They remind you to have your hard hats on. You've talked over this over, and you get you get an impression before the event happens. You start to realize that they're building more than you thought they would. I mean, this place is going to be gargantuan. This is practically going to be a city in terms of size. Maybe a town at the very least, right? And they're also talking about setting up their quarters as they're building into it.
Okay.
And so you hear a few tidbits about that and how that's like one of the things they're working on right now, for example, is setting up the workers' quarters, as they call it.
Okay.
And the final thing that happens before we cut it off for the night is Greeley, I think, comes running in, finds you guys. Well, no, that's not what happens. I'm sorry. First thing that happens is this giant wave of goes over you that you recognize as an airship scanner. And everyone's like... And then Greeley comes in and is like, hey! Like 10 minutes later, hey, God, sorry, I had to figure out where you guys were. Sorry about that.
I am so going to beat Craig.
He was really enthused. He's been having to sit silence with nothing to do except play Pinochle over and over and Hearthstone, like all freaking trip. He is not shut up about it. So I was like, okay, fine. I
Find
wanna
the
figure
master.
Find the master, and he was like, "You got it!" And he scanned the whole mountain. As on my way here, I had to calm down at least 12 groups of lycanthropes. They're like, oh god, who's attacking? It's just us. It's just us."
Looking for someone. Tell him to have a
Anyways.
bit more discretion next time.
I will. You know how he is, though. I have news
For me?
for you. It's not really.
Okay.
Um, this was something that, honestly, I would have told you already, but I didn't realize you'd debarked the ship and were here, so apologies for the delay.
It's
But
okay. I was going to come see you in a moment, anyways.
Iraq has just attacked Aluviabac, and they're winning a lot.
How?
I'm not sure of the actual how, but I do know what they're employing in their forces. I just don't know how, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
And she just kind of stalls on this because this is really something that she just can't wrap her mind around. After a moment, she says, "They have Tuskers. They're attacking Alluvia with entire regiments of Tuskers." And then we cut it off.